What are you reporting?
Hi, it's a really bad car accident. We think there's a couple of dead children stuck in the car. Please send someone right away.
It was the most horrific accident I've ever seen, and it just happened so quick.
Lori Coble lost her 3 children in a car accident nearly 2 decades ago, and now a recent cancer diagnosis has put her life in jeopardy.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. So I've always been a morbidly curious person, and I go through my phases, and in tandem with this now, I've been really interested and into odds, life odds, trying to calculate and figure out odds of things happening to you in life. So this story is so crazy. This is a 1 in 7 trillion odds of something this horrible happening.
And I couldn't get them out.
The next thing I remember is waking up on the side of the freeway.
So this is the story of the Coble family and how they lost their 3 children in a freak accident, car accident. And the quick rundown is the story is Lori and her mother were taking the kids for just a normal day, and they were rear-ended by a semi-truck. And so the 2 daughters died first. I mean, everyone was rushed to different hospitals. So this is on the Oprah show where they're just explaining how the 2 beautiful little girls died. I think the mom was with one. The mom was also very hurt too. And then the dad went to another hospital, then rushed back after one daughter died. Just an insane, crazy story. And so sad. And then while this is happening, their son, Kyle, is holding on for life. You know, he's the last one to survive, and he ended up going brain dead. And so they're just telling the story here, and it's just so tragic. It's just one of those stories where it's like, how can you even survive? How could you even ever do anything again? How could you ever carry on after this? It's just one of those stories. So they're talking about this on the Oprah show. But then they talk about the miracle of how, well, check it.
Your whole lives are dedicated to them, and you love it, right?
So what happened next is, I think, a miracle. Almost 1 year to the day after the tragic loss of their children, Kyle, Katie, and Emma, Lori gave birth again to triplets.
So Kyle, Katie, Emma, 3 children, 3 beautiful children gone and dead in a horrible, horrific, brutal accident. And now they're bringing out the 2.5-year-old triplets.
Ashley, Ellie, and Jay.
You can see that they look genuinely happy again. I mean, this would be 3 years after, a little over 3 years after the death of their first 3 children, who they had their first 3 children for a period of, 6 years, including conceiving and carrying and
Lori Coble's son and
just so sad. Rest in peace. Look at that.
Almost exactly a year later, she gave birth to triplets who were about to start their senior year in high school. Jake, Ellie, Ashley, and their dad, Chris, are praying and hoping that Lori's glioblastoma, an aggressive brain cancer discovered just a few weeks ago, can be cured.
So much has happened to my family.
Yeah, no kidding. So, oh man, and just look at this poor man. Just look into the face of this man. Look at what he's gone through. 3 kids. He was at work and just got that phone call. Imagine getting that phone call. Look at these 3 kids here. But life moves on. I mean, look at this. Here he is with his... Look at her. I mean, that she is a miracle. He didn't just crawl up and die, neither did she. But, I mean, now she is dying. The last update from the GoFundMe was couple weeks ago. So what do you make of this? I mean, she survived just long enough to raise her triplets through, through high school and through their youth. Now they're almost adults. It's almost as if the miracle is going full circle, where she will now be joining their children up in heaven, and he will stay down on earth for the foreseeable future to be with the miracle triplets. This story is nothing like this has happened in all of humanity. If the odds are correct, 1 in almost 7 trillion. This is tragedy beyond comprehension. And it just goes to show that anything can happen in life. I mean, losing your children and then getting new children shortly after, and then as they're starting to grow up, you get a rare brain cancer and are on death's door. It's just something else, man. I just couldn't help but make a video about this story. It's very compelling to me. So I'll go ahead and leave it with this and just say that here's a picture of them smiling, the 3 triplets, the surviving parents. This is recent. This is before the cancer diagnosis. I like to believe that one day at a time, Lori and her family did have peace and good times and didn't just live in fear and sorrow and grief. And I respect them a lot. Instead of trying to make sense of the mystery, I'll just pray for the souls of these dead children and many others, because just life is truly not fair and just such a mystery. Some of us make it a long time. Prayers for these 3 miracle triplets as well, and the father as they navigate through this terrible time. I plan on tossing a few bucks in the GoFundMe. This is definitely one worth supporting, So, anyways, the human condition, what have you, I don't know what else to do besides just kind of try and talk about it and shine light on the tragedy, the happiness, the mystery of it all. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you for tuning in.